Prince William wasn't her first boyfriend, but she gave up her boyfriend after meeting him. She then lived with him in an 11-year relationship before being asked to marry her to take the title of the most money waster inside the palace. Where her extravagance surpassed Queen Elizabeth, from wearing the most luxurious brands to ordering a private jet to take her to her mansion. Although the distance by car is only half an hour, but her respect for the royal rules continued to intercede for her in front of the British palace before scandalous images of her exploded and strong evidence appeared confirming her husband's betrayal of her with her best friend. So what are the details and evidence of these events? What are the humiliating punishments imposed on her by Queen Elizabeth? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. Catherine Middleton was born on January 9, 1982 in a well-to-do family. Her father, Michael Middleton, was working for British Airways when he met her mother, Carol Smith, who was a flight attendant in the same company. So he married her, and they had 3 children, the oldest of whom was Kate, then Pippa and James, and she studied at a private school to that her father had to travel to Amman in Jordan to work and took his family with him. There Kate completed her education in an English language school, and the family settled in Amman for 3 years. During the same period, her parents set up a company selling and mailing party supplies, which was credited with making an enormous fortune that changed the status of the family and enabled Kate to enter the renowned rich Marlborough University. According to her later statements, during this period she suffered from bullying for being calm and good at treating others, which led her to move to St. Andrews University to study art history. Here, she began her relationship with her first boyfriend Willem Marks, who was studying with her at the same university and currently works as an author and journalist. And Prince William was with them at the same university. But his relationship with Kate did not go beyond the stage of friendship, and during all that time she could not attract his attention until he saw her at a charity fashion show set up by the university. As he later told the press, he felt her for the first time as a woman and won his admiration. And then she broke off her relationship with her first lover and started a love affair with the prince, and the duo appeared together in all public places. The press always followed them and spread several pictures within the university atmosphere, and during some of the holidays they spent together, and the relationship continued until they graduated from the university. Kate then worked in selling jewelry and helping her brother with his project to encourage children to make cakes, and took over the marketing of her father's company. Surprisingly, the British press called Kate a nickname that bothered her a lot, the Waiting Kate, as Prince William did not take any official step to associate with her, especially since their relationship lasted for 11 years, which made her separate from Prince William and stay away from him, a separation that lasted for 7 months, after which the prince invited her to attend a ceremony marking the anniversary of his mother, Princess Diana's death. She attended the ceremony with her brother James. Since that night, Kate and Prince William have been in a relationship again. Then, in 2010, the prince took her on a trip to the mountains of Kenya, where he presented her with the ring of his late mother Diana and asked for her hand. As soon as the duo returned to London, they were officially engaged, and their love culminated in a legendary wedding in 2011, attended by several personalities and kings from around the world. The number of viewers on television and the internet was estimated at about 1 billion people from 180 countries, and Queen Elizabeth made their wedding day a public holiday. Kate was awarded the title of Duchess of Cambridge. Since her first days as a bride, Queen Elizabeth began noticing her frequent waste of money, as she spent in the first month of nearly $2 million to renovate the house that the Queen gave on the occasion of the marriage. In addition to booking a private jet worth $10 million during each visit from her home to Kensington Palace. Although the distance by car is only half an hour, and the value of each trip amounted to $7,000, she also renovated her suite inside Kensington Palace, with nearly $6 million, without talking about the luxurious set of clothes and jewelry that she bought in the first months of her marriage justifying this by her need for clothes that respect the rules of strict royal dress. These expenditures are considered fictional. Even though she is the wife of the Crown Prince of Britain, she exceeded the Queen's spending, but her respect for the rules and her good treatment made her intercede for her in front of Queen Elizabeth and the palace. She is also famous for being the most frequent borrower of the Queen's jewelry, as she owns a fantasy box and allows princesses to borrow some jewelry during occasions. But Kate is the one who borrows the most even outside of official events. But the Queen's dealings with her will change completely after the spread of scandalous pictures of Kate without clothes on a France beach during her vacation with her husband. Pictures taken by the cameras of a Danish magazine, then published by the French magazine Closer as a cover for its magazine. Pictures went viral. Kate was subjected to a wave of criticism for the fact that the pictures were taken in a public place and a beach accessible to all people and not from inside her home or a private place, which brought shame to the British palace and considered her behavior reckless and indecent on purpose. But Kate and William filed a lawsuit against the French magazine, and they won the case in their favor, and the magazine was fined €100,000 while preventing the circulation and prohibition of images, which is a minor compensation compared to similar cases because the pictures were taken in a public place without violation of privacy or inviolability of the home. This scandal caused anger for Queen Elizabeth, which made her take new procedures and protocols to make sure that she is a commoner and to point out to her the preference of princes and princesses of royal blood and bow to them after she was not forced to do so. She also set a special budget for her that she is not allowed to exceed in order to reduce her status and as a punishment for violating the royal dress code and causing a high-caliber scandal. A few years after the scandal, the media buzzed at Prince William's betrayal of her with her best friend Rose Hanbury, who lives with her husband near their home, after a dispute ignited between Kate and her best friend Rose. Despite the prince's attempts to deny the charges and his attempts to convince Kate of her interest, she refused to do so. What confirmed these rumors is that Kate moved to live in her suite in the palace with her children, and the prince stayed alone in his house for months, which is a strange thing that has not happened before. Rose also moved from her home abruptly a few days before Kate returned to her home, and also refused to be with her at the same venue for both parties and grit. Also, an official statement was issued by the British Palace, unusually forbidding the news from circulating and promising punishment to anyone who publishes it, for fear of the future status of Britain's king. This latest scandal made some more respectful of her as a patient and intelligent woman. She endured the shocking news of maintaining her marriage and the stable life of her 3 children, while many considered her vulnerable and unable to give up her status. Unlike the beloved Princess Diana, the mother of her husband, who did not accept treason. In your opinion, is she really a smart, patient princess and a suitable personality as a wife for the future king? Or is she just weak, unable to relinquish a position she has waited so long to reach? And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.